Ubisoft. 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 Ubisoft! Ubisoft. Welcome back to another episode of Blastcast. I'm of course BlastBunny, and today we are talking about the incredibly stupid overlords of Ubisoft again. Enjoy. Recently, Ubisoft has shown themselves to be completely incompetent and a bunch of fucking liars. We have, let's see, unrepresentative game footage, promising not to put DLC in game and then doing it, releasing games and then saying they'll patch them later. You know, a lot of really stupid inside gaming corporation bullcrap that a lot of companies do. But where Ubisoft is unique in this situation is not only are they incompetent as a company, they're also greedy as hell. That's right, for only $800, you too can have the Assassin's Creed Origins Collector's Edition. Now, if that sounds odd to you, don't worry, you're not alone, it is. Not only is it stupid to have paid pre-orders for games that haven't even come out yet, it's also incredibly stupid to make those pre-order bonuses incredibly expensive. $800. Let me go ahead and say that again. $800. And let's go ahead and forget the fact that it was actually $1,200 before. That's right, they lowered the price as a convenience to you. Now, where most casual gamers will take Ubisoft at face value and say, you know what, I believe that the game's good enough to pre-order it, okay? I'm not one of those people. Ubisoft has lied enough over the years since I was a kid to make me incredibly wary of that company, and to a larger extent, pre-ordering anything that that company offers. Now, I'm not saying Ubisoft's a bad company, except I am. I know some people out there will say, oh, it's just Ubisoft following trends. You know, other game companies did this, and that somehow makes it okay. I mean, this is obviously no Mass Effect Andromeda Collector's Edition with no freaking game in it, because that made sense. And I know The Witcher 3 did sell a $770 statue, but there's just something sleazy about this. Granted, the Mass Effect one was gross, okay? Didn't even come with the game. But The Witcher one, the statue came out after the game. After they had established it was a worthy buy, and fans wanted a little extra, boom, statue. You knew the game was good? Here's a good statue too. But with Ubisoft's $800 pre-order, it's a little weird because no one knows that this game is going to be good. And of course, Ubisoft showed it off at E3, but that's no guarantee of anything. They've lied about video games they've shown at E3 before. Let's not overlook The Division. Okay, remember the final product didn't look as good as it did in the E3 game, guys. Remember that was a thing. And don't forget they did the same thing with Watch Dogs. E3 was pretty good this year. It was pretty okay. There were a few things that really irritated me. The $800 Collector's Edition for Origins. And Xbox One X was pretty much it. But I just, it's so dumb. First of all, we all know the $800 Collector's Edition isn't worth $800. Maybe all that stuff in there is worth $5, but stretching it out to $800, that's a little dumb. That's obviously false. Even before that, it was $1,200. There's no way that bundle cost $1,200. It's greedy. It's greedy. It's just super greedy. And I really, really hate the fact that Ubisoft does this stuff, because I have some personal crap with Ubisoft. They were like my favorite game company when I was a kid. To this day. The original, well actually I shouldn't say original Prince of Persia, because that's like all the way back on like Atari. No, okay. The remake that Ubisoft did of Prince of Persia on PlayStation 2 was freaking awesome. Prince of Persia Sands of Time, Prince of Persia Warrior Within, and even the lesser known Prince of Persia Two Thrones. It was great. I loved it. And then Ubisoft got really douchey. Like, really, really douchey. Remember way back when they did the chart for the pre-order bundles for Watch Dogs? Yeah, that was stupid. That was way too much. Obviously a company putting the cart before the horse. Just saying. This company, I can't trust this company anymore. And it's sad because I love them so much. And you know what? A lot of people like come at me and they're like, you just do this because you hate Ubisoft. And I'm not doing this because I hate Ubisoft. I'm doing it because I love you. I love you, Ubisoft. I want to marry you. But I can't marry you with all this baggage. Where, it comes with the necklace. When are you even going to wear that? There's going to be some, like, guy with a ponytail and no life wearing that in public, and I'm going to laugh at you. I'm a hardcore gamer, and I have no reason to buy that at all. The statue, the necklace, anything. I don't need material possessions to affirm me as a gamer. But of course, corporate greed always outweighs moral fortitude, because today's unethical business practices will be profits for tomorrow. So for those of you who are curious as to what the bundle comes with, I have a list here that I will now read off to you. So in this incredibly expensive $800 was $1,200 Assassin's Creed Collector's Edition bundle, you will get Assassin's Creed Origins Golden Edition. Again, good job on Ubisoft for actually including the game, because there were pre-order bundles for Mass Effect Andromeda that didn't even have the game. So I'll give you one on that one. You actually included the game. Bravo you. A season pass, because yes, companies for some reason still do that, even though it's also stupid. I mean, let's face it, nothing says trust me like buying DLC for content that hasn't even been created yet. Makes total sense. A digital deluxe pack, whatever that is, it doesn't explain it, it just says digital deluxe pack, whatever it is. One additional mission. One. A 28.7-inch statue of characters who no one knows dick about. A hand-drawn map of the in-game map. Because handcrafted items can be sold for more than printed items, and Ubisoft wanted to jack the price up. A collector's case. Because you need a box to put all your crap in. They're adding that with the bundle because buying the box it comes in is apparently part of the bundle, a steelbook. So you can take the CD out of the regular case and put it in a steelbook and then be like, hey guys, I have 2 cases for 1 game. An art book with art in it. If you enjoy the art, there's an art book. You also get the soundtrack, which again, no one knows if it's going to be good. Hasn't been released yet. No one knows what the music's like. It could be 80s rock. We don't know. But unfortunately, the bundle doesn't come with one thing that would make the $800 price worthwhile, and that is a real hawk. Thank you to The Verge for that joke. And that's just one of 200 bundles that is coming out for the Origins Edition. Yeah. And let me just go ahead and reiterate that all these bundles are for a game that hasn't even been released yet. You're buying this all on faith. To finish this episode, I'm going to give you guys a handy guide when you should and when you should not buy DLC and pre-orders, okay? Here we go. It's 4 simple steps, okay? Number 1, the game has to be good. You have to know you're going to like it. If you just go out and buy DLC and pre-order stuff willy-nilly, you're gonna be disappointed, okay? The current climate, the current economy of gaming companies is to release pre-order bonuses for everything, even new IPs. If it's a new IP, don't pre-order it, don't get DLC until afterwards, okay? You miss out on pre-order bonuses, but let's face it, most pre-order bonuses are dumb nowadays anyway, so don't worry about it. Number 2, no in-game content. Has to be physical. If you're paying extra money for bogus in-game stuff that you could never actually use physically, it ain't worth it, okay? That's just extra code they threw in. Code doesn't cost anything but the labor put in to make it, okay? You can make as much code as you want. There's no finite resource of code. So code's not really worth money. The time and effort put into making it is. So don't buy it if it's not physical. No physical, no money. Number 3 has already been said. If it's a new IP, don't buy it. There's no reason to buy new IP stuff, okay? Just don't do it. It's new IP, there's a chance it might suck. Don't do it. Number 4, replayability. If you're doing a game, okay, and it's a game that you're not gonna play ever again, then don't pre-order it unless it has some insane levels of replayability. I have only pre-ordered 2 games in my entire life. Made sure I knew it was gonna be good. I made sure it wasn't a new IP. I made sure the content that I was getting was physical. And I also made sure I was gonna play it a lot. Those are the 4 things you need to buy DLC. Oh wait, no, a 5th one. A 5th one. I'm gonna add a 5th one because of Deus Ex Mankind Divided. If it's single use, don't buy it. It's not worth it. You're not spending money on code that you're gonna waste. Again, code isn't a finite resource, okay? You can duplicate it all you want and it's not gonna cost a penny. So, if they're offering single-use DLC, it's not fucking worth the money. Boy, I got awfully mad about this one. Maybe it's because I really hate pre-order bonuses and DLC. Or maybe it's because I really like Ubisoft. But the way that game companies operate nowadays, it's really disgusting. And I really don't like it. You know, what's worse is I'm more worried about you guys. Because you're the ones who have to, like, go through this minefield of bullshit. You know, I feel most bad for casual gamers, because casual gamers who want to feel like real gamers are more inclined to go out and buy this stuff they don't need to try and feel like, hey, I'm a real gamer, okay? If you're a casual gamer, you're a gamer. If you're a hardcore gamer, you're a gamer. You're still gamers. The only difference is the level of time you're playing games. You know, if you got 3 kids and a job, great. That should be your thing. Okay, don't worry about being a gamer. You should be a parent. And you don't need to spend $800 on a pre-order bonus for a game that hasn't come out yet. I really cannot stress this. I think the only real thing that came out of this that was positive was the fact that I didn't see them use Iconic yet. You know, Ubisoft Iconic? Where everything is iconic, like Arno's pocket watch. Does anyone remember Arno? And for anyone who thinks I'm blowing this situation out of proportion, this is the same Ubisoft that sold $1,200 movie tickets. So, you know. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. I have given you 5 tips to buy DLC. I've ranted long enough, and I think I've made my point pretty clear. That DLC, especially expensive ones, are pretty stupid. So, I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want to go ahead and pre-subscribe, just click that button. Yeah, you'll be featured in a future episode, but you won't know the subject. It'll probably be like, I don't know, murder or something. Bye!